Ich bin 27 Jahre alt und ich komme aus dem Irak. Und ich komme mit meiner Familie und meinem Mann. Ich habe 3 Kinder. I came here because it was very difficult to stay and live in my home. There's no safe and there's no future for the children, and especially after the ISIS invasion. It was very difficult to stay. You don't know what will happen in the next day. You will live this day and the next day you don't know what is going on you or on your family. It was very difficult to stay. There's no safety, and there's a lot of difficult things that you cannot continue life without it. Like after the ISIS invasion, the water was very, I don't know how to say. The water wasn't clear. Yes, they shut all the station that was supposed to clear the water. The water was coming with mud, and you can smell a nasty smell from the water, and there's no electricity, there's no gas, no fuel after the ISIS invasion. All the roads was blocked and the city was totally blocked. You cannot take anything outside of the city or inside the city. So it was very, very difficult to stay, and especially there is no safety. This was the first reason. I came from Turkey, but the journey was very long. First I left my city, Mosul, after the ISIS invasion in 4 months or 3, I don't exactly remember, but I went from Mosul to Baghdad. I spent 4 days to reach Baghdad because all the roads was blocked. So I took the road from the north heading south, and then from south headed to the middle of Iraq, to the capital. When it was the roads all open, you can reach the capital in 10 hours. But after the roads was blocked, I spent 4 days to reach my capital, and then I spent 4 days in a hotel in Baghdad. We tried to go to another country, but it was very difficult. So I met my husband in Istanbul, in the airport. Before that, he wasn't with us. He left after the ISIS invasion. I told him that he should leave because this will be better for him. He left, and then I left after that, after him in 3 or 4 months. We stayed far away from each other. I didn't see him and he didn't see me or the children for 8 monate. And then finally we met in Istanbul, in Atatürk airport. Yes, from Süleymaniye I took a flight to Atatürk in Istanbul, Atatürk airport, and after that we spent a month, more than a month and a half in Ankara, the capital of Turkey. And after that we heard that some people are heading to Europe by the sea. They can accept you as a refugee. So after thinking, we packed things and we prepared ourselves and the children, and we headed to Izmir. It's the first place that took a huge amount of refugees. there we took. There was a smuggler, much smugglers, more of them. You can meet someone, and after that you can go with another someone in a vehicle or a van, closed van that no one from outside can see you, or police. We spend in the way 2 hours to reach our point, the point that we will start our journey to Europe. And there we wait for a while because there was the patrols of the sea. We tried that no one see us. We took the boat in 2 o'clock after the midnight. Yes, we spent 8 hours or more than 8. We reached the Greece beach in 9 o'clock in the morning. It was 7 or 8 hours, or maybe more than this. And after that we walked to the next city, from the beach to the next city, to the port of Mytilene. From there we made a permission to get in the ship and then to Athena, and from Athena, from country to another, then we reached here. But the most difficult things was in Hungary. Yes, it was the most difficult thing in our journey. It was very humiliating. And in Greece we spent a whole week in the woods till we took the permission. There was a lot of refugees, huge numbers of refugees there. And then from that we reached here. It was very exhausting. It's very exhausting, but we reached here finally, and this is the good thing. I was a teacher for 6 months in a school, and then after that I worked as a translator. I translate projects of graduating in college. If there are some students, they face some problems and difficulties in translating their projects, they can come to me, and then I start my job to help them and translate. And some things, if there's something not obvious, I clear it for them. This was my job. My German is not so good for now, but I'm doing a good progress by time. It's a step by step. I can read German in a very good way. I can read. Ich kann lesen, aber nicht sprechen Sie Deutsch. Bisschen Deutsch. I can read in a good way, and this is what my teacher tell me all the time. She is always telling me that I can read in a good way, but catching words and choosing the proper form, it's very difficult for me. It's the grammar. The grammar is very difficult, and the tenses, the past and the future, and it's very difficult. This is what I cannot do. This is the difficulty that I have in my progress in German. But I can read in a good way, and I can say some few things like small sentences, but not more, but I'm making a good progress. It's a slow progress, but step by step, maybe after 3 years I can speak good German. It's very organized, and we don't have a lot of organization in my country because of wars. We are in war since many years, since 1980, since the war with Iran until this moment we are having wars. We missed a lot of things, a lot of progress that most of countries reached in this moment, in these days. We missed a lot of things. Here there's a very, very safe place for our children. This is the most important thing for us. And it's organized, and there's a bureaucracy here. You can do what you like here. You can express what you like. I missed these things in my country because there's no organization, there's no government. We are ruled by gangs now, not by a government. A government is just on the first page. It's just a title, and when you open the book, it's just like a book. It has a title, but when you open the book has no relation with its title. You know what I mean, what is my idea. And since the American invasion in 2003, things was very, 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 very bad. It's from bad to worse, from worst to worst. This is what I really liked in Germany. You know something, Iraq was just like a gate, and when you destroyed that gate, everything was, as I told you, when after destroying that gate of the Middle East, country one by another was disturbed.
Yeah.
It was a gate for the Middle East. It was just like a bodyguard. And when you destroyed that bodyguard, that gate, everything fell down. Or just like a body, if you hit the head, everything will be in a wrong way. Well, I don't know till this moment, because I don't go outside a lot. And really I don't know, maybe what do you really dislike in Germany? But I don't know. I didn't think about it. It's a very confusing question. What do you really dislike in Germany? Well, sometimes I can say something, but I don't put this in my mind too much. I don't think about it too much. Sometimes you see people when you go to the markets or to the shops, they look at you, that look of I don't know what is inside that look. Maybe they think that what brought you here, or maybe they don't want you, or maybe they look that you are down the what they think. I don't know. There's sometimes you see some looks you don't like. You don't know what they are thinking. If someone is staring at you, or sometimes you see some people go not angry, it's a little bit less than anger, but they make you know that they don't like you. And I don't know But I don't think about this too much. I don't put this in my mind. They don't know who you are, and maybe they're afraid. People always afraid from things that they don't know. What is that thing? I expect to have a trial as soon as it's possible, because we didn't have a trial till this moment. No one asked us, why did you came here, or how did you came here. We didn't make these things. I didn't have a date for the trial, and I didn't have an acceptance here as a refugee. That's what I expect. I would really like to be accepted as a refugee in here. I expect a good future for my children. Safe life. Something more better than they will get in a home was disturbed by wars and civil war and criminals, gangs. I would really like to do the things that I love. I would like to have a job in future. I would like to see my children growing up in front of me, beside me, in a safe place. I would really like to see them doing good things. This is what I would really like to do it in the future. That's the most that I love.
Thank you.
You're welcome.